friends, Sarah here from Sleeping is for Losers, and I have got a question from a reader that I am going to talk about today. This is a question I get quite a bit, but I'm going to read her question verbatim and then give you my answer. Hi, Sarah. I love your blog. I think I read it pretty much every single day. Thank you. I appreciate that so much, more than you even know. But here's my question. I really love blogging and I would like it to be my full-time job, but can I really consider a blog as my full-time job? I mean, I know you can make money from it, but my husband thinks it's just a hobby and my family and friends think that I am just trying to fill my time as a stay-at-home mom. What do you think? Can I consider myself a blogger and having a real job? Oh my goodness, I so get it because I have been here. I have so been here and I continue to be here. So I'll give you a little bit of background on me and then I'll give you my answer. So for me, I went to school to be a teacher and I was an elementary school teacher and a little bit of a middle school teacher as well for about 7 years until I had my second son. And after I had my second son, I became a freelance writer, which was also classified as a real job. So I had 2 real jobs. I was a teacher, then I was a freelance writer, and then I was a marketer. And so I did social media marketing for a couple different companies. So that was a real job too. But since I've started telling people that actually I make most of my money, if not all of my money, from running Sleeping is for Losers, my blog, people don't know how to take me. People think, oh, that poor girl, she just wants to be famous and she's trying so hard. Or, oh, that Sarah, she doesn't want to work. So she pretends that she's, got a job with her blog. Or, oh man, I mean, what does Sarah do all day? She probably just goes on Facebook, makes a couple videos for YouTube. I mean, it's not real work. So I get where you're coming from. Even though many of the people in my life have known me as a blogger for over 7 years, they still consider it to be a hobby or something I do because it's fun for me and not because it makes me an income. So to clear it up, yes, blogging is a real job. It doesn't have to be a real job though, and that's where the confusion comes in. If you want to have a blog where you share information, share pictures, tell stories, maybe use it as a diary or just, use it to kind of get your creativity out and have no interest in making money from it, that's fine. But it also can be a job. A job by definition is something that you work at and you make money from. And that is exactly what my blog is to me. And that's exactly what your blog can be to you. And no one would say that you don't have a job if you went and worked at a coffee shop and you made, $10 an hour, whatever coffee shops pay. But for some reason, if you're making, $10 an hour and you're blogging, that's just a hobby and not a real job. So let's clear the air here. Blogging can be a hobby. It can be something that you do not want to make money from and you do because you get personal enjoyment from it, and that's amazing. Do it. But it can also be a job where you are strategic in the way you post, you are strategic in the way you offer products to people, you have partnerships, you should have an accountant, you should have a business account for your banking, all of those things. And that makes blogging your real job. Is it a sustainable job? You didn't ask that in your question, but I know you're thinking of it. Yes, for over 7 years, I have made more money blogging than I made in any real job that I had, including the one that I went to 6 years of university for. That was teaching, by the way. I make more money as a blogger. So here's what I would say to you. You've got to learn to let that roll off your back. Anytime somebody looks at you funny and thinks, and you can tell they're thinking like, oh, she doesn't know that blogging's not a job. Or, oh, bless her heart, that poor thing thinks she's going to become internet famous and internet rich. Ignore. You've got to learn to let that roll off your back, because the amount of times I get that, even from people who I know love me and are good friends of mine, they still struggle with the idea that I can go on my computer, write words, go on a couple social media sites, and that's how I make my money. Now, the other thing that I need to kind of clear up is that blogging is a really tough job. So if you're really choosing to replace a salary or replace a decent income with a blog, that's hard. It's not impossible. Trust me, I'm living proof, but it's hard. And you have to really approach your blog like it is your business. But the beautiful thing about blogging is that even when you're approaching it as a job or your business, it never feels quite like that, because you're getting to do the thing you love. You're getting to talk about the thing you love. You're getting to share the thing you love with other people. And what a beautiful thing it is to be paid for doing something that you really enjoy doing. So, my friends, the many of you who've emailed me with kind of iterations of that question over the past couple of years, blogging is a job. In fact, it is hard work. But you know what? It's probably the best job you'll ever have, because you get to pour your heart and your soul into other people, and in return, you actually get to make money. It's such an amazing thing. So my advice to you is learn to ignore those people who can't quite understand how you can consider a blog to be a job, and know for yourself that it is. And number two, start to take your blog seriously. Have an accountant that can advise you, do your taxes, let you know things that you should be focusing time and attention on. Take courses or get ebooks, grow and learn so that you can not waste time as a blogger and waste money. And then the third thing, if you're going to be really taking the blog thing seriously, is approach it as a job for yourself. So set aside time to actually work on your blog, to focus on it, treat it like it's something important in your life, the same way you would if you went to a real job. So thank you so much for asking that question. Maybe we should start a Ask Sarah segment on here. If you do have any questions, you can always email me, Sarah, S-A-R-A-H, @sleepingisforlosers.com, because I am here to help you guys out. We need to prove to the world that blogging is a real thing that you can make real money from. All right, so until next time, enjoy your job, my friends.